Motherlode League with one last season as it stands. Amador, Argonaut, Calaveras, Bret Hart, Sonora, and Summerville. 5 of these 6 teams for one final time will hit the gridiron in hopes to claim the Motherlode League title. Tonight in Tuolumne, league play starts with the 2-4 Calaveras Redhawks battling against the 4-1 Summerville Bears. Can Calaveras shock the Bears, or will the hometown crowd and homecoming festivities boost Summerville into their 5th win of the season? We find out as our trip down Bears Boulevard continues on NorCal Sports TV. Thorstead Field has been the home to the Summerville Bears for years, and now they'll go into Motherlode League play for the last time with these few teams. But first, it's the Calaveras Redhawks starting us off in Tuolumne. Welcome to the Edward Jones pregame show. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and I'm glad to have my partner in crime back. He's not Jeremy Hurtado. He's not Justin Flores. He is the former Motherlode League defensive team player, Danny Scott.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a very fun night. Homecoming here in Tuolumne for the Bears, and this projects to be a good one. I think Calaveras is a little bit better than a lot of people are giving them credit for, so I expect Calaveras to definitely come ready to play today. Whether the final score projects that, I think Calaveras is just as fired up as Summerville is.
19 games since 2004, and Calaveras has outscored Summerville 618 points to Summerville's 379. So Calaveras over the years have had such an advantage over Summerville, but the last 2 years, Summerville has gotten 2 of their 3 wins against the Calaveras Redhawks just since 2004. The average score results in Calaveras winning 32 to Summerville's 19. Is that going to be the case this year, or will Summerville get their 4th win through 20 games? Last 2 games, Summerville, though, has outscored Calaveras 77-6. So it's flipped the script, and Summerville has just gotten so much better as they continue through league play in these next few years. Calaveras and Summerville will be 2 of the 3 teams remaining from today's Motherlode League as it stands. But there is 11 Calaveras wins in between Summerville's victories in 2009 and the most recent one in 2011. So Calaveras, we know that they can beat them. We know they can take them down. But Summerville has been so strong in recent years, it's going to be a tough matchup for Calaveras tonight.
Calaveras felt like a long-standing dominant team in the MLL, and it feels like they're starting to edge on that downward trajectory as the Motherlode League comes to a close, and Summerville feels like they're on the rise, one of the top 2 teams in the Motherlode League, according to us, and who are we to say, but Summerville looks like a very, very dominant team, and Calaveras, you know, they're a much younger team than Summerville is. They got a lot of juniors, a couple sophomores that make a difference, so this may not be Calaveras' year, but for next year, Calaveras feels like a very, very strong team, and we just saw what their JV team can do against Summerville.
Yesterday, Coach Woods told me this is the best team we have faced since Dos Palos, in which I'm going to make a lot of people mad at me right now, and people are going to say this is why you're biased. But Dos Palos was the only team that could really score on Summerville. Despite Gustine putting up 18 points against them, Waterford putting 14 points against them, and most recently Modesto Christian getting 12 points on Summerville, those points weren't necessarily earned points. They were just defected plays by the defense of Summerville that allowed them to score. Yes, they did score, but the defense didn't necessarily just let that happen. It was defensive breakdown on their own part that allowed that play. It wasn't the offense. On the other hand, Dos Palos did really score on Summerville. So that's what we have to look at tonight, because Coach Woods knows exactly what he's talking about. He's been with Summerville for decades. And as we continue with our Edwards Jones pregame show, investing is not just about creating wealth, it's about making your money work for you so you can live your life on your terms. Find your local Edward Jones advisor at edwardjones.com. Hello, Bears fans! Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is Leanne Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. Leanne is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. Leanne is a special talent. And Leanne is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Just a few minutes away from kickoff, the Calaveras Redhawks travel to Tuolumne to take on the Summerville Bears. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, Danny Scott on my side, and welcome to the Edward Jones pregame show. And before we continue further, attention Bears fans, from the Summerville High School Foundation fundraiser, Poker Under the Stars is tomorrow night. And if you have bought a ticket and plan to attend this event, the location has changed. Due to inclement weather, this event will now be held at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. So let your friends and family know so they do not miss it either. Tomorrow night, Poker Under the Stars at Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. Thank you for that. The Summerville High Foundation. Tell your friends and family if you bought a ticket. Tuolumne Memorial Hall. Don't want to miss out. Don't go to the wrong place. For us here, the captains at midfield, Austin Hike, Brody Peters, Luca Peterson, and Mateo Murphy for Summerville. Can't quite see the Calaveras side, but it's senior night in Tuolumne, and it's homecoming, so a really big night all around for the entire school here at Summerville.
Yeah, and homecoming is so much fun, so full of festivities, and we're just getting started here tonight. But the one thing about homecoming is, as great as it is for the home team, the only thing better than winning on homecoming night is ruining another team's homecoming night. So for Calaveras, I expect them to come in just as fired up for Summerville on this one, and I expect this one to be close, at the very least to start. I think Calaveras is going to come out very hungry. We saw what that JV offense is capable of, so hopefully the varsity offense can do the same thing for the Redhawks side.
As we get set for kickoff, both teams on the sidelines awaiting the national anthem. If you're at home and you'd like to join us by taking your caps off and standing, you can do so. But we have the new leader of Jazz at 8, Kyla Hattler, leading Jazz at 8 into our national anthem. A cold September night, Jazz at 8, fireworks and homecoming in Tuolumne. Summerville Bears look to get a league win to start league play. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, Danny Scott by my side. I'm glad to have you back, Danny. It's been a few long weeks with Jeremy. I mean, we can all say that, right? Jeremy Hurtado right now, along with Mario Ramos, in downtown Sonora for their homecoming against the Argonaut Mustangs. But don't go anywhere. This is going to be a better game. Summerville, a better team. Calaveras, a better team. And just a better matchup overall. So don't go over there unless you want to. But, of course, don't.
Yeah, stick around for this one. This should be a fun one. We already got some fireworks going, literal fireworks. Hopefully we see some fireworks on the field. And with how good this Summerville offense, the highest scoring Division VI offense in the section, putting up 210 points so far this year. They feel like they can score at will, and should be a very, very fun Motherlode League matchup to kick off conference season.
The last time these two teams met were in Calaveras last year. That game is actually on demand on NorCal Sports TV. You can go back and watch it if you'd like after this one. But Summerville ended up winning 47-0, shut them out. But now Calaveras has come back stronger, and we'll see what they can do tonight in Tuolumne. On the road isn't easy, but you had the best line of it all. Winning on homecoming is the best, but what's even greater is ruining that team's night.
Definitely, and I've been a part of a couple teams that ruined a couple homecomings, and it's a very fun feeling. As much as it sucks for the homecoming team, ruining someone's homecoming is just about as good. So,
Boomin' Bigfoot Bryson Benitez, the sophomore kicker for Summerville, starts us off with a boot up and down just inside the 40, and the special teams gets there. Nevis in on the tackle along with number 30, I believe that was, and we actually don't have a number for number 30. Need to update our roster.
Well, Calaveras takes over at the 35-yard line, get this game started, and they'll be without one of their running backs. Number 11, Billy Peterson, broke his leg last week, so we'll see what this Calaveras offense can do. A very young team, a junior quarterback. The two main running backs are juniors, and a sophomore wide receiver. See what they can do to start off.
Last week, the Summerville defense allowed 12 points to the Modesto Christian Crusaders, and here they don't want Calaveras to score at all, and they stop them at no gain for the first play from scrimmage.
It looks like Luke Larson coming in, filling from his end position along in there with Gabe Colmenares, and Reese Wynn putting a stop to that one, and a no gain for Calaveras.
Luke Larson is the second leading tackler for the Summerville defense behind Riley Nevis, in which Nevis is so far above and beyond Larson and everyone else on the team. It's not even funny. The amount of tackles that Nevis got in the first game alone just outshined pretty much the entire defense for the season at this point. 36 tackles is where Nevis is at, Larson at 24.
Yeah, I believe it was 17 in that first game for Nevis, and he's a tackling machine. You love to see that from the linebacker. However, this front seven is starting to eat away at some of those tackles for Nevis, and as a former defensive lineman, you love to see that. So good job by the big boys up front, keeping this offense at bay so far through a couple of plays.
False start on Calaveras makes it 2nd and 15. They're going to put a man in motion, go for the handoff, try to cut up a hole. There's nothing going for him. Only 1 yard to make it 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and the front seven up in there making some plays, and I believe that was number 54, Trenton Stone, that got the stop on that one. So good play up front from the Bears' defensive line.
That was Cody Ferrante, the junior running back for Calaveras, using his legs. But if you noticed on the replay, I'm not sure if we can cut it in time, but Luca Peterson, he was spying on that left side just in case the quarterback were to roll out and then take that short side of the field. He didn't shy away from that once the handoff occurred, just in case something else had happened. And here Ferrante going to be stopped again. They will give him a yard, but nonetheless, it's 4th down in a loss of total yards.
Yeah, and he ran into the wall of Riley Nevis right there, coming in, filling from his linebacker position, allowing some other guys to make a gang tackle there and force 4th and long here on Calaveras' opening drive. See if they choose to punt it, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
And the Summerville defense, talking about them just starting this game alone. When we look at what they have been able to accomplish points-wise on the season, not them scoring, but allowing points during this season, they pretty much shut out every single team when you come down to it. And this punt will be received at the 20-yard line by Tristan Barajas. Not a lot of space, but he does make it to the 32-yard line. That's where Summerville starts. But back to the defense before we cut into the offense. In the first quarter, through all 5 games so far, Summerville has outscored their opponents 79-22 for an average ending of quarter 1 at 16 points to 4. And now that's pretty wild when you put that into perspective. But then as you go on quarter by quarter by quarter, the fourth quarter, they've only scored 21 points. But that's because they're so far ahead of everyone else that they just don't score in the fourth quarter. Total points for 210, only allowed 78 for an average final score of 42-15. And here we see the offense who's done a lot of that work, scoring the points. Barajas gets 2.
Calaveras is front 7 right there, doing exactly what Summerville was doing to them, a good gang tackle there, not letting Barajas, who we know has explosive speed and the ability to score a touchdown just about every single time he touches the ball.
Calaveras on a 2-game win streak. Big Valley Christian 2 weeks ago, Galt last week, and now facing against the league opponent, longtime league opponent of Summerville. Here's Austin Hike, the leading rusher on the team, into Calaveras territory, and a first down.
And it looks like Chris Ortega right there, number 3, making the touchdown-saving tackle. A great block on the outside by Tristan Barajas to spring him open, and he had a lot of green grass. A good play there from Ortega to stop that.
Austin Hike breaking 400 rushing yards on the season from that run alone, and he has carried the ball a total of 31 times. So he averages just over 13 yards per carry as we get another stop at the line by the Calaveras defense.
And Colton Cash just getting swallowed up, and it looks like Calaveras, their point of emphasis coming into this game was stopping the up-the-middle runs, which Summerville has been so good at all season long. I kind of expect them to dip back to that on this play and maybe go to the outside on the next play, draw them in, and then spread them out.
And Colton Cash, at the beginning of the season, we didn't necessarily say his name a lot, but then when we break down the numbers through 5 games, he's actually the leading rusher in attempts, not in yards or touchdowns, but just in attempts alone. But Ahas does go on the outside, like you said, but a flag goes through at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, not sure if that's going to be a face mask. It kind of looked like Barajas was dragged down a little funky. Either going to be that or a holding there on the Bears, and looks like the offense is already marching back a little bit.
Officials still talking about the possible penalty, as the white hat will come out and give the signal. We had a very, very extended junior varsity game between senior night injuries, penalties, and just a good game in general. It was a very, very long game. So my apologies to anyone who may be watching on the East Coast. My parents in Central Time, it is now 10 o'clock for them, and probably won't even make it to the half, honestly. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah, I got some friends back in New York that are watching, so apologies to them that JV game went so long.
Second and long for the Summerville offense. In motion is Austin Hike. They're going to pitch it out to him with the leading blocker, and Austin Hike has to cut back to the middle. Dropped out of bounds inside the 40, and it seemed like it could have been a late hit as he was rolled out of bounds and then dropped on his back. We saw a few penalty flags thrown like that for the junior varsity game, but officials are going to let him play out since it's so early.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think that's a penalty. I think it was just a continuation of what was already progressing. They were kind of already on the way down as they were leaving the field of play, so I like the refs keeping their flags in the pocket on that one.
First third down of the game for Summerville. It's 3rd and short with Leveros in the gun. Barajas will wrap around from left to right. Cash in the backfield sets the block for Leveros and earns the first down.
And Bryce Leveros really starting to come into his own. I believe it was 3 passing touchdowns for a total of 1.5 air yards last week, as Jeremy said, on Striking Gold. But starting to really play like a true quarterback, running very hard, and we kind of saw that in the Dos Palos game, and it's just gotten better and better every single week.
Leveros definitely looking better at quarterback passing-wise. 7 of 8 against Modesto Christian for 177 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. And here, back to the run game. It's Austin Hike. He's hit and just pushed out of bounds sincerely after 2.
It looks like Summerville is dead set on getting Hike the ball on the outside, and I think that's a pretty good strategy if you're them. It seems to work out more times than it doesn't. But running to the short side of the field, Hike just ran out of room to run and was stopped for a minimal gain of 2 yards on that play.
Back to Leveros real quick as a quarterback. Only 4 touchdowns on the season as quarterbacking goes for the entire team. Luke Larson had 1, but for Leveros, all his passing touchdowns came last week. It's like possibly have some movement, and the back official is going to say it's a false start, I think. Interesting call from that official alone. Usually you have it from the sides because they can see straight up and down that line. But the back judge in the secondary of Calaveras threw out his flag.
Yeah, we got a pretty good view down the line from where we're sitting right here. And I didn't personally see any movement, but must have been a little twitch or something, enough for that back judge to call it.
Run up the middle by Colton Cash goes nowhere, no gain. 3rd and 13. And Danny, I just have to mention this. You know what's feeling lonely? Our comment section. It's feeling lonely. There's nothing there. Only we have posted there telling you that the JV game is running late. So fill up our comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what's going on, who you are, where you're watching from. Maybe you'll get a shout-out from us. But the comment section, it's lonely.
Yeah, so far, comment section, much like the scoreboard, zeros all around so far. So hopefully both start to get lit up here pretty soon.
Of course, we'll need your help for the Black Oak Casino Resort Player of the Game. So right now, trying to make a statement for that is Tristan Barajas as he earns 15 yards on 3rd down for the first.
Yeah, play action there. Leveros faking the handoff and rolling out to his right and finds Barajas wide open. He slipped behind that linebacker, able to pick up the first down and keep this drive moving right along for the Bears.
Leveros, before that pass, 364 passing yards on the season for 19 of 33 passing, and just continues to earn his spot, saying, I deserved it. Another run. I believe that's Colton Cash. It is. And he is inside the 10. Another first down for Summerville.
A great run there from Cash, and my dad would be proud. He loves the north-south runners, just those little one-cuts that keep you moving forward, and that's exactly what Cash did on that run, getting all the way down to make it 1st and goal for the Bears. A great run there from number 6.
Well, it didn't take long for our comment section to get into the mix, and hopefully that scoreboard, like you had mentioned, can get there as well. My dad, watching from Alabama, they are here, and Maggie Beck also watching, saying, Go Bears. 1st and goal, Leveros, design carry inside the 5, but stopped before progressing any further.
Yeah, just swallowed up there. Good job by the Red Hawks front 7. They've been kind of doing a very good job of stopping those up-the-gut runs. So, the Bears are going to keep going to that because that's their bread and butter plays, but that definitely starts to set up those outside runs that we've already seen spring for a couple of good yardage gains.
Also, Andre Zelms saying, Go Bears. Thanks for finding our comment section. Continue to comment for us. Colton Cash gets a carry shy of the goal line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Another swarm tackle there from the Calaveras front 7, and Colton Cash doing a good job of making that little one cut again, unable to break 2nd or 3rd tackle on that. I don't know how many he's already broken so far in today's game, but he's doing a great job of running hard up the gut and brings up 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line here.
Kyle Salaya runs off the field. Reese Wynn will go into his place. Colton Cash on the left side of Leveros, who's in the gun with Brody Peters at the top of the screen. Austin Hike, wraparound. He'll defend for Leveros, who's trying to bounce into the end zone. He does just that. Touchdown, Summerville. For his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, Leveros earns 6 points in homecoming night.
Yeah, you can see Leveros fired up down there, getting a little chippy already here on homecoming night. It's, to a certain extent, it's very fun to see the guys get a little chippy back and forth with each other, but a great design play right there, and Leveros just walks into the end zone to give the Bears the 6-0 lead for now.
Boomin' Bigfoot Bryson Benitez for the extra point attempt. Easily puts this one through the uprights. 7-0 Summerville Bears on homecoming, taking on the Calaveras Redhawks.
Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
The 23rd rushing touchdown of the season for the Summerville Bears, and it belongs to sophomore quarterback Bryce Leveros. 7-0 lead on homecoming night with 3 minutes 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And here, Bryson Benitez. He'll boot this one again from right to left. It'll be jumped on at the 41, and Calaveras in similar field position to start their second drive. That, again, was another Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff.
I'm waiting for one of these Summerville kicks to get fielded by the Bears. That was very close. It just kind of died after it took that first bounce, but if he starts to get a little bit of backspin on that and it kicks back a little more, the Calaveras second line is very, very far back from their first line, so look for that to be in play as the game moves on.
Each game, Summerville has had an onside kick recovery, and in the last two games, Bryson Benitez, that's a backwards pass, that's a live ball, but it falls out at the 39-yard line, so Calaveras going to lose a few yards on an incomplete backwards pass. But like I was saying, the last two games, Summerville has been able to kick the ball off the front line itself, bounce back towards them, and then they're just able to pick it up and keep the possession instead of giving it to Calaveras. So not only do they have 5 onside kicks, but they also have those two, in which is insanely hard to replicate and not only do once.
Yeah, you mentioned a few times so far this year they're bringing in a new kicking coach, and he's been working with Bryson Benitez and doing a very, very good job of getting this kicking game going.
All the flags fly, and they say Calaveras jumped first. That's what I saw, but Summerville also did jump, but it was after the fact. And that kicking coach, Jake Hurst, the Summerville coaching staff loves him. Bryson loves him as well. Jake Hurst is a phenomenal coach. He punted in college. He kicked in college for the University of Nevada, Reno. He actually went to MJC first, never played, went straight to Reno after that, and played here at Summerville as well. Played with Colin Kaepernick and those times at University of Nevada, Reno, and basically just did everything he could for them. And now teaching Bryson Benitez to be the best kicker possible, who didn't even touch a football until a few weeks before the season.
And what's kind of scary about it is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he is only a sophomore, so
yes,
Summerville is going to have 3 more years of this, just watching him get better and bigger and stronger as these next couple years go on.
And we saw him nail a field goal in warm-ups. I believe it was from the 30, so that's a 40-yard field goal. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it was a long field goal, especially for a high school kicker, and then even on top of that sophomore, like you said. Front line of the defense was all standing, chomping at the bit, and on 2nd and long, Calaveras earns quite a bit of their yards back.
Yeah, and there's another sophomore, number 22, Ryan Clifton, getting that jet sweep and getting Calaveras some of those yards back, but still 3rd and long coming up after a penalty and that backwards pass fumble.
Ryan Clifton, a multi-sport athlete at Calaveras, also a dominant player on the hardwood when it comes to basketball season. Remember the name Clifton. You're already used to it if you're a basketball fan because of Jay Clifton, who now plays for the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. But Ryan, as a freshman last year, was insanely good at scoring, and he tries to continue that into his second year. Here, back on the offense in the football game, gets 2 yards on the run, 4th and long.
Yeah, number 24, Arian Schnabel, coming up and making a play from his kind of hybrid safety linebacker position, doing a good job to stop that, and it'll force another Calaveras punt here, I assume.
Schnabel, 16 tackles on the season, make it 17 with that one. Also had an interception at the end of last week's game at Modesto Christian, which put the game away. Summerville had already won, but they just stopped Modesto Christian from scoring one more time because of that interception. And now Calaveras to punt on 4th and 9. The deep man is Tristan Barajas, backpedaling towards the 20. And this punt really short. It'll go down about the 38-yard line. We've seen issues with the Summerville special teams before. The first game against Gustine, there was a punt by Summerville, and they chased the ball down all the way towards like the 10, 12-yard line, and for some reason, they touched the ball. It was kind of a freak thing. The coaches don't know what happened. A lot of the players don't know what happened, but Summerville ended up giving the ball away because of that situation. And here, everyone stayed away. They're progressing through their season, and they're doing a good job at it.
Yeah, special teams is definitely one of the more underrated aspects of football, especially at the high school level, so good to see that they're progressing along nicely.
Barajas gets the handoff. The exchange only goes for 3. Shout out to John and Debbie Croker watching from Texas. We're getting multiple states in here.
Nationwide, man. We got the East Coast, Central America, and then I'm sure there's a lot of California people here in Tuolumne, and even some Calaveras County and probably some Amador County people interested in this one.
Need to get someone watching from Connecticut. If you're watching from Connecticut, please let us know. And don't lie either. Here's Leveros. He'll pitch it out. Nearly fumbled. It's Austin Hike. That same play always gets big yards for the Summerville Bears. He'll get a first and a few extra pushes afterwards, too. Homecoming night. It's always fun.
You can always expect a Mother Lode League game to be chippy, even if it's teams that aren't necessarily the biggest rivals. You expect Calaveras and Bret Hart to be chippy, Summerville and Sonora to be chippy, but anytime you get 2 Mother Lode League teams going at it, especially as dominant as Calaveras has been and as dominant as Summerville is now, you're bound to see a little bit of fun.
1st and 10 for Summerville. Leveros will be back in the gun and bring over Barajas. He'll pitch it out to him into the open side of the field. Barajas with a lot of speed. He cuts the corner. He's got room. He's got the field. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Summerville. Tristan Barajas, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season and over 300 yards rushing.
A great play design there. Get your fast guys out on the outside and let them run, and that's exactly what Barajas does, and what Barajas is, a track star on the football field, able to get in for 6.
And once again, it's the return of Boomin' Bigfoot Bryson Benitez for the extra point.
How's your pizza?
Benitez, he does it again. 14-0, Summerville on homecoming night, not backing down.
Scott Berner, financial advisor at Thrivent, is proud to help bring tonight's Bears football game live to your home. As a Summerville High alum and a member of the Bears Quarterback Club, Scott is instrumental in supporting Summerville High School and Bears football in many ways. The next time you see Scott, be sure to say hello and thank him and Thrivent for supporting the Bears football family. That's Scott Berner, serving you in retirement and insurance. Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Tristan Barajas earns another touchdown for the Summerville Bears this season. They lead this game on homecoming night 14-0 over the Calaveras Redhawks. He's Danny Scott. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, and it's the Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff. And Danny, when you were here a few weeks ago for the game against Big Valley Christian, you said your favorite Deo drink was probably one of the Red Bull drinks. Has anything changed? Have you gotten a Deo recently?
I have a couple times. It's very hard to stay away, and a near Summerville recovery, a good kick there from Benitez, but yeah, those Red Bull drinks need the caffeine to keep me rolling throughout the day.
Speaking of caffeine, we both have to wake up early tomorrow as there's a few junior college football games happening on NorCal Sports TV. You can join Danny at Foothill College as Foothill takes on College of the Redwoods. You can join Mario, I believe, at Modesto as they take on American River, Sierra at City College of San Francisco, and Contra Costa at Chabot. We have 4 games all starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can join any of those at any time live or on demand. Don't miss out on some great junior college football in the state of California. And going back to states, we have a few other people watching. Youngstown, Ohio, Mike D., thanks for watching. Talford Wynn from Watertown, New York.
Going back to the junior college game, definitely tune into that Foothill game. It should be a good one. Start of conference play in junior college, and I'll be on that call alongside with Jeremy Hurtado. So
run inside. Nevis throws him down after a gain of 3. Just under a minute left in the first quarter. And Bears fans, the Summerville High School Foundation fundraiser, Poker Under the Stars, is tomorrow night. If you've bought a ticket, plan to attend this event. The location has changed due to inclement weather. We have overcast tonight, the full moon. You could barely see through the clouds. And tomorrow it's supposed to be raining. So due to the inclement weather, this event will now be held at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. Let your friends and family know if they bought a ticket so they don't miss it either. Tomorrow night, Poker Under the Stars at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. 20 seconds and counting to end the first quarter. Another handoff goes to Cody Ferrante, and I believe that's the biggest gain from the Calaveras offense in the game.
I think you're correct on that, and I believe the last play was the biggest gain before that, a gain of 3, and that one looks like a gain of about 6.5 yards. Looked like they're going to call it just short, but that does wrap up the first quarter with Summerville leading 14-0.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Visit Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Homecoming in Tuolumne, Summerville 14, Calaveras 0 at the end of 1. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. I have Danny Scott with me, and just down the road, the Sonora Wildcats also having their homecoming against the Argonaut High Mustangs. Sonora leads 35-0 at the half. You can also watch that game here on NorCal Sports TV. But we have a closer score, so don't go anywhere. Summerville right now, their defense is out on the field as Calaveras has a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and short. Calaveras needs to get this first down if they want a chance to kind of hang around this game. If they don't, give Summerville the ball back and a chance to really blow this game open here early.
Calaveras gets a first down. They'll move the chains near midfield. And during our break, Danny, we were talking about the Summerville defense and how they're able to punish the Redhawks offense. And when we look at the numbers through the season so far, Summerville leads the scoring in the Motherlode League with 210 points on the season. In Calaveras, they lead in points allowed, 157, and the next closest is Argonaut at 156, who has a record of 1-4. Calaveras is definitely a better team. They've played better opponents, so allowing that many points isn't necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, through these 5 teams, they allow the most amount of points.
Yeah, they've played against teams like Ripon Christian and Ripon, who are 2 very, very strong teams in the San Joaquin section, but I think they're a much better team than they have proven on paper. and I kind of expected them to be able to move the ball a little bit better, but the Summerville defense is just flying around, and I do think the Calaveras defense is doing a decent job of at least slowing down the Summerville offense before they're able to really start breaking stuff, but we'll see how that goes on as this game moves on into the second quarter.
Cody Ferrante gets another carry. He had 71 carries coming into this game for 412 yards, which is the leading rusher, averaging just under 6 yards per carry, and he also has 2 touchdowns on the season.
A big game for Ferrante last week, 21 carries for 144 yards and a touchdown, so he's looking to keep that going here against Summerville tonight.
Just got a text message from a good friend, Zach Price. Thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for watching Summerville Bears football. Still plenty of game time. Summerville up big, and this defense, it seems like they're going to stop anything that comes their way. Here comes the ball. It is picked up by Tristan Barajas in the secondary. He has a lot of space to go. He has to get past Monzo. Barajas shifting left and right. He's inside the 10, and he finds the golden turf that says Bears. Touchdown, Summerville.
I do not see any laundry on the field, so it looks like Summerville got away with one, and Barajas' second touchdown of the game. This one on the defensive side, picking up that ball and running 60 yards to the house, making a couple guys miss, and a good job by the Summerville defense, laying a couple blocks there for Barajas to give them the 20-0 lead.
It's the second defensive touchdown from the Bears this season, and both of them have come from Tristan Barajas.
Yeah, the Dos Palos game, Tristan Barajas got that fumble recovery and returned it as well. So maybe I need to start doing more games, and we'll start getting more defensive touchdowns for Summerville.
Bryson Benitez for his third extra point attempt tonight with the hold from Luke Larson. Couldn't be better. Straight through the uprights. Benitez, his 30 extra point of the season. 21-0 just starting this second quarter.
Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Summerville 21, Calaveras 0. I see kicking coach Jake Hurst moving his way down to, well, inside the 35-yard line, so I assume Bryson Benitez isn't going to hold back and try to launch this one deep, but I could be wrong, and I probably am because I'm not a football coach. But Hurst is standing at the 35-yard line. Here's Benitez shuffling his feet. It's going to launch straight down the middle. A crazy catch at the 35, exactly where Hurst was standing. And Jake Hurst, we already mentioned him once. I have to do it again because he himself teaches Bryson so many things, and then they get into gameplay, and he goes, all right, I want you to do this. I want you to kick the ball directly at this player on the front line. And what does he do? Exactly that. So the coaching of Jake Hurst, one, is unbelievable, and then the learning abilities of Bryson Benitez in trusting his kicking coach is also unlike any other.
Yeah, a duo that's going to be around for some years to come here. So very much looking forward to tracking Benitez as especially the season moves on, but as he starts to get later into his football career.
We'll see if he wants to continue in football as it is. I know he's enjoying it, and he's really good at kicking extra points, but he is also a soccer player, and he's a traveling soccer player. Really, really good one at that.
And back to football, Ferrante there does a nice little spin move to get out of a tackle, but it's so good that he tackles himself, but a good gain of about 6 yards to bring up second and medium here.
We've seen a lot of running from the Calaveras offense, but also junior quarterback Monzo. He doesn't have the best pass completion rating, but they do average 15 yards per catch and when they do so, they also have 3 touchdowns on the 15 attempts. So 1 in 5 times this season when they pass, it finds the end zone. So when they do drop back, just be aware as they do get a first down.
Yeah, Monzo's a big body quarterback, standing at 6'3", 200 pounds. He has that typical college quarterback size, and he's only a junior. So as this team starts to get older, and next year with most of their better players being juniors, look for them to start to expand in that passing game.
First and 10 at the 47. Monzo under center with the split backs and a receiver to the left. They'll hand it off and go about 2 yards.
Yeah, handoff to Clifton on the jet sweep, and don't necessarily agree with his decision to cut it up there. On the outside, there's less bodies. There was a defender there, but most of the time I'll trust the ball carrier to beat 1 defender than I would for him to beat 6 defenders up the middle.
Second and 8. Clifton, left to right, handoff to the split, to the middle, and the pack of Bears wraps him up and takes him down like a salmon.
Yeah, I believe I just saw the first, I don't even know if you would call it a missed tackle, but Reese Wynn almost got back there and made a fantastic play. Just got an arm on him, unable to wrap him up, but nonetheless showing some explosiveness coming out of that defensive line position.
Reese Wynn has been on varsity all 4 years. His brother Jordan on varsity for 3 years, and they make such an impact on this game. They're always there on the front lines, offensively and defensively. Even though statistics may not show it, they are leading this team, and they are the strongest on the team as well. Reese Wynn, only 8 tackles on the season, and Jordan only 1 solo tackles, that is, not shared tackles. But both of these players, they may not have exactly the numbers, but they are highly touted and definitely are going to that next level to play the game that they are in right now.
Yeah, speaking of Wynn, he's in on that stop right there. Creating a wall and allowing for a whole horde of Bears to come in and make that stop and bring up 4th down. So in Summerville territory for Calaveras, do they elect to go for it, or are they going to punt it away and try to pin the Summerville offense deep?
Just talking about the Wynn twins, their grandmother is watching from Oregon, Ruth Walensky. Thanks for watching and being a faithful Bears fan. 4th and short for Calaveras. Will they go for that punt? I think they're going to go for the hard count, just like everyone else does. But Summerville is going to see how they line up, then call their first timeout of the game. 6 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second quarter when we return.
Colorado Septic Service Incorporated. Full-service septic installation, maintenance, and repair. With over 25 years experience serving the needs of Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Mono counties, Sean Dar and the El Dorado Septic team are your trusted name in local quality septic services. Go to ElDoradoSeptic.com. That's ElDoradoSeptic.com. Service done right.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com. Full moon in the sky, cold temperature, and a football game on Friday. Couldn't get any better for a September night. Reese Wynn is jumping on the defensive line of Summerville, and I believe the veteran offensive defensive lineman is going to allow a first down for Calaveras.
And I was just telling you during that little break that I loved the decision by Coach Leveros. Call a timeout, get everyone's heads on straight, get them a little bit of a breather, and tell them no matter what, do not jump. And then, of course, someone jumps, and that's just football for you. Little surprising to see Reese Wynn, the veteran varsity player, and we have talked about him the last couple plays doing a couple of great jobs, and that one gives Calaveras a free first down.
And what's worse than making a mistake making a mistake and then having to go home with the coach afterwards. So I think Reese is going to have a big play here. Great gain on first down. That was Ryan Clifton. No, excuse me, that was number 32, Caden Spur, using his legs once again for 8 yards. And Reese Wynn, you see him right there in the middle. He nearly got into that backfield. He was taking advantage of that offensive line, but just couldn't get his hands on the running back.
Yeah, definitely a game wrecker in the middle. Unfortunately, the running back able to sneak by him and pick up a good chunk of yards. And this is kind of what we expected from this Calaveras offense and what we saw during that JV game.
Second and short, Monzo, the exchange, nowhere to go. Spur with another carry.
You saw Summerville bring in some new defensive linemen in and get them a blow, and a great play there and by number 59, Gabe Colmenares, and he does a good job of stopping that run and keeping it at third down and upcoming 3rd and 2.
Third and short. Calaveras, they have options. We've seen pretty much everything except a pass. Monzo will take it himself. Ball comes loose again for the second time with the yellow flag on the field. Not enough for the first down, but that flag may change things.
Yeah, and the flag looks like it's in the backfield, so that leads me to believe one of two things. Either it's going to be a holding on Calaveras, or there was a bit of a grasp to the face mask on Manzo, and we'll see what the referees call.
A well-placed helmet by Bryce Rathmill. He has 18 tackles on the season, and more importantly, he has 4 sacks and 4 forced fumbles. Make it 5 with that one, if this stands against Calaveras, that is. But Bryce Rathmill, an insane addition to the Summerville defense. We had the Hardy Party last year, which was a couple of players that just made insane defensive stances. They were in on every single play. They were doing their hardest, and you couldn't ask for a better crew. But then the defensive coaches this year said, hey, we have basically the same guys, just with different names.
Yeah, and it looks like this is going to go against Calaveras. Holding, like I thought on that one, and Coach Levros elects to take the yards versus bringing up 4th and short, so interesting decision there to not take the 4th down, but I suppose with how this Calaveras offense is starting to run the ball, it makes a little bit more sense.
Rathmill having 4 forced fumbles. The entire team only has 6 as it stands. 1 from Orlando Lopez and the other from Reese Wynn earlier in the season. So Bryce Rathmill doing the bulk of punching that ball out, and we just saw it again. It may not count towards the stat because they took the yards instead, but it's still an insane statistic that Rathmill has done that in 5 games. Monzo just throws it to the ground, and who was there? None other than Bryce Rathmill.
Yeah, and I'm shocked that there is no intentional grounding. I don't know if there was a receiver in the area, and that ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. It did not look like there was anyone near, so kind of surprised we didn't see any laundry on that one, but brings up 4th and long. And so Calaveras needs to get this to try to put some points on the board before halftime.
It was a great point you made. I always forget about that, getting back to the line of scrimmage. But for the second time, Bryce Rathmill getting on in the play and putting Monzo in the Mill of Wrath. See what I did there? Just switched the name a little bit. Rathmill, Mill of Wrath. Anyway, punt goes inside the 10. Summerville will have a long way to go. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the half, and Summerville has done nothing but dominate.
Yeah, Summerville looking to make a statement. It would be nice for them to get another touchdown here before halftime and then kind of go into cruise control in the second half, and plenty of time for this offense. If they only had 45 seconds, I would still think they have a very, very good chance of finding the end zone on this drive.
I say, just a guess here, as a fan, less than 8 plays to find the end zone.
Interesting. We will see.
Pitch out to Barajas. Barajas cuts through with an extra help of Reese Wynn. Flag comes in way late, and he makes it to the 20.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a holding call on that one. That's typically about where you'll see that, so let's see what it's going to be. Can't really tell on the replay, but it looks like that ball is definitely going back.
I saw Reese Wynn in the general area of where that was, but he was nowhere near a player, but it is holding.
Yeah, I believe they called that on number 45 for the Bears, Trenton Miller, the tight end. So makes it first and a little bit longer here for Summerville.
And that doesn't count as a play towards their current drive, so still 8 plays. I'm going to stick to it. I think they still got this. Under 8 plays, the explosiveness that Summerville has, we've already seen it in the game, and they just want to put it to Calaveras in the first half and make them almost regret coming here. That's what football is about, pretty much. Here's Colton Cash getting the carry down the middle, past the original line of scrimmage, and 6 extra afterwards.
I love how Colton Cash is running tonight, running very, very hard, north-south, just these little cuts that are springing him free and averaging a good chunk of yardage per carry. He's doing a great job out of that fullback position.
2nd and 5. 4 minutes and counting. Ball's on the 12. Leveros to Barajas. 6 more yards.
And the Summerville offensive line is also doing a great job in this one. You see Barajas split between 2 offensive linemen. You get the pulling guard on that one, number 66, Mateo Murphy, kicking out that edge, and Barajas just runs right behind him and gets a good chunk of yardage for the first down.
Hike, the pitch out from Leveros. Hike, nowhere to go, dropped back down at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
A good job there by Hike to turn something out of nothing and gets about a gain of 1.5 yards, it looks like they're going to give him. So a good play there to pick up a couple.
Summerville definitely taking their time on this drive. 3 straight touchdowns, not allowing any points, and now just methodically working their way up the field to just not give Calaveras the ball back, and then they can get it once again afterwards. Second and long, Leveros, another pitch out. It's Barajas with the leading block of Hike, and Ferrante gets ran over. Barajas will make his way a yard shy of the yard to gain.
I guess Barajas did not like the blocking job of Colton Cash on that one because he went right through the guy that Cash was blocking. So a good play there by Barajas to pick up near a first down when bringing up 3rd and 2 here.
Not exactly sure if Summerville's even had a 3rd down in this game yet. If it's not the first, it has to be maybe the 2nd.
I believe they had the 3rd down on the first touchdown run by Leveros.
Leveros will get themselves out of the pickle and get the first down.
3rd down, go to number 3 and pick up about 3. So 3s all around for Summerville and brings up a fresh set of downs.
Calaveras defense, this is their first big stop of the game. They're really, not necessarily a stop, but just holding back the offense of Summerville. And when the Summerville offense sees this, they usually don't like it and want to change that and remind them who they are. Not sure if that's exactly going to happen since there's 90 seconds left, but at some point in this final 90 seconds, something big is going to happen. And here, it could be now. Leveros over the middle, incomplete to Austin Hike, the leading receiver for Summerville. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and Trenton Miller on that play was running wide open down the seam, and that's one thing that you'll start to see out of a young quarterback. He gets his eyes fixed on one target, and that's where he wants to go. So as his career, who is only a sophomore again, we talked about Benitez being a sophomore, I expect Leveros to progress pretty darn good as a passer as the next couple seasons go on, but just out of reach of Nevis on that one and brings up 2nd down.
That was the 14th target for Austin Hike this season. He is 50% on pass completions, and here he is using his legs this time instead of the air, and it's Austin Hike with plenty of space before the defensive secondary cuts him off at the 40.
Yeah, and Hike trying to make your 8-play prediction coming true. I believe that was the 8th play of the drive. So
that was 7, but
7.
Still, it's not less than 8 anymore. But Summerville calls a timeout here. We'll get back to Bears football at the 40 in just a moment.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Summerville 21, Calaveras nothing. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain in the second quarter. We have an official talking to the Bears offense right now. Maybe something that may have happened on the field. When the 1 minute elapses here for the second quarter, we will have our Eldorado Septic halftime report. And also, it is homecoming, so the homecoming festivities, homecoming queen, will be announced at the half as well. Join us for all the fun here at Thorstead Field and on NorCal Sports TV, home of Bears football. Austin Hike, a pitch out. He'll look to throw. He is hit as he releases. It is incomplete at the hands of Ryan Clifton. Could have been the first interception thrown by a Summerville back this season, but instead Ryan Clifton just bounces the ball off his chest with the short throw from Austin Hike, and that was Monzo making the stop initially.
Yeah, and Caden Spur coming up from the defensive line position to rock Austin Hike on that one and force an errant pass, because I believe that was number 6 Colton Cash running pretty free down there. If he's able to get that ball off, that becomes a touchdown for Summerville.
We've seen that play multiple times through the season, and usually it works out. But here, the first time, Austin Hike was the one throwing it and just couldn't complete his one pass of the season. But Ahas will fake out a man and walk out of bounds after a first.
A good run there from Barajas to keep the chains moving, bringing up first down for Summerville inside the Calaveras 30-yard line.
So Summerville definitely did not find the end zone in less than 8 plays, but a few big plays gets them knocking at the door just outside the high red zone. In a minute to play, plenty of time for Summerville's offense if they have scored in less than 10 seconds at some points through the season. We got a Calaveras fan watching as well. Thank you, Steve Frazier, watching from Clovis. Glad to bring you this game of Bears football and Calaveras coming to our hometown. Colton Cash gets another carry.
Yeah, good job there by the Summerville offensive line, just running right up the gut, and they are doing a great job. Number 56 right there, Hunter Rogers on the little skip pole, and kicks out that nose guard for a good chunk of yardage.
Leveros will try to hurdle the line, and he can't do anything with that. 3rd and short. It looks like another timeout. 34 seconds. Summerville, can they find the end zone one last time before the half? We'll find out next.
Oh, it's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is Leanne Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. Leanne is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. Leanne is a special talent. And Leanne is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. 34 seconds for Summerville to find the end zone one last time before the half. We have Leveros in the gun with Colton Cash moving from right to left. They go back to the air game. It is incomplete with the help of Ryan Clifton, but a flag flies late in the backfield as Leveros got taken to the turf by Caden Spur.
Definitely going to assume that this is a roughing the passer call, and that'll give the Bears a fresh set of downs and a lot closer to that goal line.
That is what the call is, roughing the passer. Brody Peters was the intended target. We watch this again. Caden Spur lays the boom, and Ryan Clifton really making a difference when Summerville goes to the air.
Leveros just definitely got rocked on that play, and well after he released the ball, you can't always expect the defensive linemen to not be able to hit the quarterback, but you expect them to pull up a little bit, and Spur very clearly did not and accelerated through Leveros on that one.
Brody Peters has the best receiving percentage. He has 75% on the season on 3 of 4, 79 yards with 1 receiving touchdown, in which he got here in the game against Big Valley Christian. I believe that was the game at least. Only 4 seconds taken off the clock. Now it's first and goal for the Summerville offense. Peters at the bottom, and up top, that's Matthew Hike. Leveros will look at Hike, and it is intercepted. Leveros is the only one there to try and make a stop, holding on to him, taking him down at the 33-yard line. Leveros threw the ball shy of the receiver, and Calaveras puts an interception mark on Leveros' record.
And Cody Ferrante on that one reads Leveros' eyes, looks that he's trying to hit that slant to Brajas on that one. A good play there from Ferrante, and 19 seconds left for this Calaveras offense. Will they be able to try to put some points up on the board before we enter halftime?
Only the 5th turnover through fumble or interception on the season for Summerville. In the first interception of the year, and it looked like, just looking at that replay, that ball wasn't even going to get to Matthew Hike in that end zone anyway. And Bryce Leveros, he's going to get a face mask called on him as well, but he almost needed to do that to take down the player and stop him from going further. So despite it going to be a personal foul in the face mask against Bryce Leveros, he needed to do that just to take him down. You never want to do that, but at the same time, it was almost necessary.
Yeah, there's a reason that's a penalty, and because it can be a dangerous play, but I don't necessarily think that was intentional. I think his hand just kind of got caught up, and that's what ended up happening.
Monzo to throw, Monzo to escape. He is overthrowing his target, Ryan McCurdy, and Nevis was there to help on the pressure.
Despite that being an incomplete pass, that ball was thrown on a rope about 25 yards down the field while he was on the run. So Calaveras definitely has the arm talent out of their quarterback position to be able to push the ball down the field with this little time left if they're able to start to get some receivers open.
Monzo, 223 passing yards on the season, averages 37 per game, but also has 5 interceptions, which is 1 per game. Monzo to throw again. Pressure put on by Colmenares, trying to cut him off on the side. Gets rid of it in double coverage, and it should be incomplete, but they say it's a catch. Christopher Ortega will bring it in.
And this near referee had the same angle that we did, and he's calling it a no catch, but it looks like no one is quite listening to him.
Yeah. And the student section, or the hometown fans, are making boos at the officials, and they're going to gather together to maybe overturn this call. But while we wait for that, Bears fans, the Summerville High School Foundation fundraiser, Poker Under the Stars, is tomorrow night. And if you have bought a ticket and plan to attend this event, the location has changed Due to inclement weather, this event will now be held at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne, so let your friends and family, anyone who you may know that has bought a ticket to this, let them know so they don't miss out either. Tomorrow night, Poker Under the Stars at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. And now, 3rd and 1 after the officials talked about it. We'll give them the yards.
Definitely surprising, and looks like Coach Leveros down on the sideline is giving the line judge a piece of his mind.
When bad things happen, other good things can happen for you. Monzo launching deep, almost intercepted. That was Tristan Barajas nearly getting his hands on it for his second forced turnover, but then a little extracurricular activity afterwards forces a flag down inside the 5. So I believe that flag will most likely be placed on the opening kickoff of the second half. Actually, officials are going to wave saying, hey, we need to continue with this. So don't go anywhere quite yet. We may have one more play before this half.
I'm not sure if the penalty can roll over to the second half or not, but if you're Summerville, you're just decline this and go into halftime with the 21-point lead. Don't give Calaveras another opportunity to run a play and try to get in the end zone. Unless this is on Summerville, which I would be very surprised with, but it looks like they're going and talking to both coaches to try to figure out what's going on.
Just trying to read the hand signals of the official. It was an incomplete pass, but there may have been 1 second left on the clock, so due to that, they might have to run another, but they're marching off the field, and Coach Elkins telling the official something, at least. I'm confused as well, but Summerville says this is homecoming. We're going to send it to the half, and Calaveras, I guess, is just going to have to deal with that as well. 21-0, Summerville Bears shutting out Calaveras in the first half. Welcome to our Eldorado Septic halftime report. For full-service septic installation, maintenance, and repair in Tuolumne, Calaveras, or Mono County, go to eldoradoseptic.com. It's been a Summerville game all night long, and I'm reading the homecoming signs on the field, and it says, hey, Redhawks, your mom called. You left your game at home, and that's what it seems like so far through the half.
I will say Calaveras has done some things that impress me. They're able to stop some of the Summerville offense. They've only allowed 14 offensive points, so a touchdown a quarter rather. So props to them for doing that. But it still feels like there's definitely meat on the bone for Summerville. It feels like they're not maximizing their potential that we've seen so far this year, despite the 21-0 lead at half.
Summerville had forced a fumble. They picked it up. They ran it down. They've done everything in between. Like you said, they haven't used their full potential in this game, just similarly to the Big Valley Christian game. But at the same time, Summerville has also just condensed their offense to Austin Hike, Tristan Barajas, Colton Cash. Those are the three main players, and Leveros getting sprinkled in there as well. But don't be surprised when another number goes out there and makes a fantastic play, and you say, hey, why wasn't he in there before? Well, because they didn't expect him now, and that's why he made the big play.
It makes sense for the Summerville offense to go to that core group of guys that has really been there for them all season long and made big plays, but I expect them to kind of clean up some things here at halftime, a turnover and on the interception, and it just feels like, they're not fully there ready for what you expect out of the Summerville offense.
Will Calaveras score? That's a question on my mind. The defense of Summerville has stood strong this entire game, and it wasn't until that last drive that Calaveras could truly move that ball in any way possible. But we'll answer these questions in the second half along with you. Stay in our comments section. Stay live as it is homecoming night, and our Eldorado Septic Service halftime report comes to a close, but we do have these homecoming queen candidates, and we'll find out who the queen is in just a few short moments.
The 2022 Junior Pass Princess, Sarah Maddie Myers, is being escorted by team candidate Cooper Knobloch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the arrival of the Queen candidate. The first of our candidates to arrive is Hosanna Atkins. She is the daughter of Dave and Denise Atkins. Her favorite high school memories are cheering in the student sections at football games, attending school dances, and beating the 2023 senior in powder puff as a junior. In the future, she plans on attending private college in Southern California, where she will major in business and marketing before pursuing a law degree. She's being escorted by her father, Dave Atkins. Our second candidate is Faith Bertiaga. She's the daughter of Carlos Bertiaga. Her favorite high school memory is her junior year softball season, where her best friends. Her future plans are to attend Stanford and pursue a career in medicine. She hopes to attend All Miss in the future. She's being escorted by her father, Carlos Bertiaga. The third of our candidates to arrive is Gabby Lucci. She is the daughter of John and Sarah Lucci. Her high school memories include playing volleyball with her beloved team. After high school, she plans to attend a two-year college studying kinesiology. Her goals are to pursue a career in fitness and health. She is being escorted by her father, John Lucci. The fourth of our candidates to arrive is Maddie Weigold. She is the daughter of Missy Weigold and Tony Maciel. Her high school memories include meeting and getting to know all kinds of new people over the years and making unforgettable memories with them. She plans to attend a four-year university and pursue her bachelor's degree in kinesiology, broaden her education, and pursue her passion. In the future, she plans to obtain her chiropractic license. She is being escorted by her father, Tony Maciel. Our fifth and final candidate is Mia Westcamp. Her parents are Matt and Wendy Westcamp. Her favorite high school memories include taking classes with Mr. Johnson and supporting her friends at their football games. Next year, she plans to attend Columbia College and continue to work and save money. Her future plans are to pursue a degree in business, attend cosmetology school, and eventually own her own salon.
Second right there.
Mia is being escorted by her father, Matt Weston. Now, ladies and gentlemen, which of these young women will be crowned Summerville's 2023 Homecoming Queen? Will it be Hosanna, Faith, Gabby, Maddie, or Mia? Welcome to the field, our homecoming queen, Jennifer Garden.
I'll zoom in on whoever wins.
Now, for the big moment that will be remembered by these beautiful ladies for the rest of their lives. 23, homecoming queen is...
We're still waiting.
Leah Westcamp. Leah Westcamp, you are the 2023 homecoming queen.
Am I good right here, Dion?
Sorry, I just zoomed out a little bit because it was kind of blurry because it was
Congratulations, Leah.
Scott Berner, financial advisor at Thrivent, is proud to help bring tonight's Bears football game live to your home. As a Summerville High alum and a member of the Bears Quarterback Club, Scott is instrumental in supporting Summerville High School and Bears football in many ways. The next time you see Scott, be sure to say hello and thank him and Thrivent for supporting the Bears football family. That's Scott Berner, serving you in retirement and insurance. Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Visit Tuolumne County's proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more. Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
El Dorado Septic Service Incorporated, full-service septic installation, maintenance, and repair. With over 25 years experience serving the needs of Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Mono counties, Sean Dar and the El Dorado Septic team are your trusted name in local quality septic services. Go to eldoradoseptic.com. That's eldoradoseptic.com. Service done right.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Hey, Bears fans! Nate Saw & Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw & Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Chicken Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
Lupo. It's a name synonymous with real estate in Tuolumne County and has been for more than 30 years. The latest member of the Lupo family to join the Tuolumne County real estate family is Leanne Lupo at Keller Williams Agency. Leanne is a Tuolumne County native and knows how special the place we call home is. A hard worker who truly cares about her clients. Leanne is a special talent. And Leanne is a Summerville High School graduate and huge Bears supporter, so give her a call and see what she can do to help you. If you see her around town, please thank her for helping to make tonight's live stream possible.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast.
This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Levitt United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Hello, Bears fans. Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Scott Berner, financial advisor at Thrivent, is proud to help bring tonight's Bears football game live to your home. As a Somerville High alum and a member of the Bears Quarterback Club, Scott is instrumental in supporting Somerville High School and Bears football in many ways. The next time you see Scott, be sure to say hello and thank him and Thrivent for supporting the Bears football family. That's Scott Berner, serving you in retirement and insurance. Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Visit Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more. Nate's Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Somerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
El Dorado Septic Service Incorporated. Full-service septic installation, maintenance, and repair. With over 25 years experience serving the needs of Tuolumne, Calaveras, and Mono counties, Sean Dar and the El Dorado Septic team are your trusted name in local quality septic services. Go to eldoradoseptic.com. That's eldoradoseptic.com. Service done right.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102. Homecoming and Summerville, two words that pair very well together the past few years, and Summerville showing it again tonight, up 21-0 at the half against their league rivals, the Calaveras Redhawks, about to start the second half, and there was a penalty at the end of the half in which we both thought it was against Calaveras, but they're moving the ball up to the 45-yard line on Summerville's side of the field. So the Redhawks will boot this one. Dropped down by Tanner Klein just past the 20-yard line. We had our El Dorado Septic halftime report. If you joined us, thanks for doing that. Then we had our homecoming festivities in which they crowned the queen, and they also had the king candidate, who is Jamison Baldwin. But the homecoming queen ended up being Mia Westcamp.
Yeah, homecoming, a very fun time around here, but it's time to get back to some Bears football, and they lead 21-0, get the ball to start this second half, and I expected them to clean up some stuff at halftime. We talked about their offense being a little stagnant at times, need to clean some stuff up, and I expect them to come out of this second half firing.
Drop down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 5 is what it will be, and that was Tristan Barajas, who will lose a few yards. Rare for him.
Broadcaster's jinx strikes right off the gate. A loss of 5 for Summerville, but Calaveras in that first half was good at stopping that run up the middle, so I think Summerville is going to start to move to that outside, so we'll see if that's the case.
2nd and 15 for Summerville. Tricky play for Barajas. The shiftiness again. Shoestring tackle by Ryan Clifton, and he stopped a multitude of touchdowns from this Summerville offense. Ryan Clifton, a name synonymous with Calaveras.
Yeah, good play there from Clifton. Touchdown saving tackle, just able to grab that ankle of Barajas and stop that play from going all the way down towards that Snack Shack end zone.
Good gain of yards, 3rd and 5. It is Austin Hike. Hike, little help from his line, wrapped out of bounds past the 40, first down.
Hike doing a great job so far here today. We saw it in the first half quite a few times. Get him on the outside, let the speed go, and a couple of good blocks there, able to spring them to get that first down.
It is a very chilly night tonight at Summerville. It's a little smoky from the fireworks. I'm not sure if we can see that on camera, but it is chilly. It's probably one of the colder nights we've had in September. And Danny, it was your birthday about a week ago. You said your mom bought you some shorts. You said, man, I look good in these shorts. They feel good too. I'm going to wear them to the game. And well, what happens? 60-degree temperatures.
Yeah, it's football season. I should have known better, but football season synonymous with the cold. I love it. I'm embracing the cold, joining the linemen down there, too cool to wear the tights, so joining them in solidarity, having their legs out in the open.
They're not tights.
No, the compression tights that you see Peters on the screen there wearing the compression tights. I used to wear them because I was cool like that, but the Summerville offensive line, they're real men, so they don't wear them.
The snap and the pitch to Barajas. And the offense of Summerville off to a slow start this second half. The cooler temperatures probably cooled them down, and the Calaveras Redhawks are steaming red from their inability to do much more. So now they're taking it out, and it looks to be a good defensive stance.
Yeah, and a late penalty coming in. Looks like it's going to go against Summerville. Not quite sure what happened, but they were arguing with the referee, and then a flag came out. So looks like this Summerville offense is going to be backed up a little further.
Orlando Lopez comes late into the huddle for Summerville. He hasn't done a lot offensively on the season. He does have 4 rushes for 31 yards and a touchdown. No pass receptions, despite him being one of the top corners for the team as well. But him being out there gives another option for the Summerville offense. Trenton Miller also in that huddle. They're just bringing out a few different things into this second half offense.
Yeah, they called that a unsportsmanlike conduct against Summerville. Not quite sure what happened. We didn't get a good replay of it, but nonetheless, it moves the Summerville offense back to create third and a country mile coming up here.
Matthew Hike will be at the bottom of the screen. And Summerville's offense still halted by the back official. Handoff to the back, and just a few yards, but it is going to be 4th and very long for Summerville. It looks like they will push out Phoenix Barajas, Arian Schnabel, Kelton Cowley, and Hunter Anderson, and bring in the unit to punt.
Tough break there for the Summerville offense, just starting to get things going and get that unsportsmanlike conduct, drives them real far back, and they're forced to punt for the first time today. But on the flip side of that, great job by this Red Hawk defense. They've been, a lot stronger than people would have expected coming into this game, only allowing 14 points as Summerville got that defensive touchdown. So a good job of keeping this Summerville offense kind of in limbo, just waiting for them to start to break out a couple of big, long touchdown runs.
I don't think we've seen an actual punt formation from Summerville this season, and it's not Bryson Benitez who's punting. It is Bryce Leveros, the quarterback, and he just unfortunately catches this off the side of his foot out of bounds down that right sideline. And I know Coach Hurst wants to get Bryson into that punting formation, but right now he's focusing on the kicking and what scores points for the team instead of the bads, in which is punting, of course.
Just coming off the side of the foot, like you mentioned there, from Leveros, and unfortunate that it was on that far sideline because they were lined up on that far hash. If he is on the near hash, maybe that ball finds some green grass and able to bounce, but goes out of bounds in Summerville territory. So not much happening, maybe a total punt of about 30-ish yards, if that.
Summerville defense has to continue to do what they do in order to stop the Calaveras offense. They do stop them at the line. Multiple flags come in too.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Calaveras offensive line got a little bit of a head start on that one, so going to be replaying first down here.
We do have a final score from downtown Sonora, the other Motherlode League matchup that was being played tonight. It finished up about 25 minutes ago, and right now we just started our second half. But the Sonora Wildcats, of course, taking another win in the Motherlode League, 49-0 against the Argonaut Mustangs.
Sonora is a dominant force in this Motherlode League and has been for quite a long time, so... And another unsportsmanlike conduct against Summerville, so that's going to give Calaveras really good field position here. And it looks like this game is starting to get a little chippy.
And those flags came in during the play itself. And the white hat yelling over at the sideline, and the coaches, all of them are trying to understand what the official is saying. I don't know what happened because it was during the play itself, but it looks like the White Hat is pretty frustrated.
Yeah, I thought it came pre-snap that I saw the flag, so not sure if there's some words being exchanged down there on the line of scrimmage, or another cause of that could be that the Summerville team is trying to replicate the snap count of Calaveras, calling out the snap count and trying to get Calaveras to jump. That could be considered an unsportsmanlike conduct, but either way, it gives Calaveras a free 15 yards.
And Summerville just has to be careful with these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties because, you get 2 in a game, you get ejected, and then you can't play in the next game either. So you have to be really careful with that as Ryan Clifton gets tripped up after the first down.
I believe that was actually number 32, Cody Spur, that gets the carry and does a good job of finding the hole and hitting the hole hard to get a first down gain.
You're exactly right, Caden Spur. That was not Ryan Clifton, and he does get inside the red zone. Andre Zelms commenting, refs. The palm on the face. 1st and 10, Calaveras. Closest they've been in the game. It's Spur again. Back-to-back carries. And close to another first down, if not a first down.
Calaveras starting to run the ball real hard here and getting closer to that end zone, and it looks like they're going to give them 1st and goal here, so that was a first down run from Spur, back-to-back first down runs.
Caden Spur over 300 yards rushing on the season on 67 attempts. He also has 2 touchdowns rushing on the season. Calaveras, can they put the ball in the end zone? The fans here yelling out in favor of them. In motion, handoff to the other man. It is Cody Ferrante. Ferrante is inside the 5, but not quite the goal line.
Looks like they stopped him just short at that 1 yard line, and looks like someone's getting up a little slow down there. However, if you're Summerville, this is not the best situation you can be in, but you have done a good job so far to this point of stopping these short yardage runs that Calaveras is so good at. So they're definitely going to load up that box and try to keep him out of the end zone, maybe force a field goal attempt.
We have an update from the sideline on that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but first we'll have Monzo being pushed to the end zone. Ball is loose. A share of possessions on the ground, but Calaveras picks it up for a touchdown. Redhawks on the board, their first touchdown in league play.
And it looks like it might have been an offensive lineman that was able to jump on that. Hard to tell from this angle, and
I think it was a touchdown anyway. Cross that plane, that's all you have to do for the touchdown.
I would agree with you there. So curious to see if they give the touchdown credit to Monzo or if an offensive lineman had his homecoming dreams come true tonight.
Calaveras setting up for the extra point. The lefty kicker, the southpaw, nearly blocked, and the ball goes through the uprights. Luke Larson came flying in, trying to make that stop, but 7 points is what the Redhawks definitely earned. 21-7, the first drive out of the half.
United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Calaveras finds the scoreboard. 7 points is what they earned on the last drive. Summerville still up 21 points to the 7 of Calaveras. We are about halfway through the third quarter. Calaveras will kick it back to Summerville, and you can almost expect an onside kick if Calaveras wants to stay in this, just because the defense and offense of Summerville, just their entire game plan total, has been phenomenal. But we'll see what the Calaveras coaches have in store for us as we reach another Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Dreaming about that Kokomoka. Squib kick down the right side, rolls out of bounds on its own power. Free yards for Summerville.
Summerville able to secure good field position to start this drive, and after the first drive of this second half, Summerville, I would assume, is a little angry after that touchdown, especially too. So some hard-nosed football coming up here for Summerville.
Of course, it's fun homecoming night, but it is also the start of league play, in which I need to bring up some league scenarios for you. So the Sac Joaquin section D6 rankings right now as of Max Preps has Summerville listed at number 7, Sonora at number 1, Amador, in which we'll be playing in a few weeks, rests at number 12, and Calaveras Argonaut are out of the top 12 teams. Colton Cash getting a carry for Summerville here will get pushed out of bounds by Ryan Clifton. But as we look at these D6 rankings, remember I'm saying D6 here, the section had changed a rule only for the start of this year, in which teams that play in their respective division will play in that division when it comes playoff time. So Sonora, who usually moves up to D5 in the state playoffs or section playoffs, they will now stay in D6 because of the league that they play in, the Motherlode League. So now that puts Sonora and Summerville in the same bracket when it comes to playoff times. And so because of this, 12 teams make the playoffs. First 4 teams are going to get byes as we get another run by Colton Cash. First 4 teams get by, in which, as it stands right now, is Sonora, Sutter, Houston, and Bradshaw Christian. But here's where it comes into play, Danny. Amador at Union Mine, Wheatland at Liberty Ranch, Bear River at Summerville, Colfax at Ripon will be the first 4 games as of right now as it stands on Max Preps. But if Summerville were to leak into that 6th spot, Sonora were to carry on the number 1 seed in D6, week 2, if Summerville wins their first game, will play at Sonora, that week 2 spot in the playoffs.
Interesting. So that would create, hopefully, we'll see a scenario where Sonora and Summerville go in 1 and 2 and get to meet in the section championship, and maybe keep it going to the state championship. That would be very fun for both these squads. But 2 of the upper echelon teams in this Division 6, it's kind of surprising. I did not know that rule, that Sonora will be playing in D6 this year. It feels like they have, not going to say a cakewalk because the Summerville team is pretty darn good, but Sonora is a very, very good program, and historically pretty good, especially once you start to get into that playoff talk.
And, of course, this is just based on the Max Preps rankings and what they have for strength of schedule, their ratings, and their overall records, in which I believe Summerville is going to move up a few spots. I don't know if they will get a first-round bye because Sonora and Sutter coming down into the D6 bracket instead of moving up to D5. Leveros looking to throw. It is caught by Barajas, and he stays up. Touchdown, Summerville. Tristan Barajas, the reception from Bryce Leveros, another on the board.
And that was the same play that we saw earlier, the play action. Leveros rolls out to his right, finds Barajas right behind the linebacker, and Barajas just does the rest, using the yards after catch to find Pater and put Summerville back up by 3 scores.
27-7, and we result back to the Bigfoot, Bryson Benitez. Benitez, another beautiful kick. White hat signals the good sign, and it's 28-7. Summerville Bears homecoming victory at hand.
Hello, Bears fans! Black Oak Casino Resort is very proud to help bring you tonight's live streaming of the Summerville Bears football game. If you haven't been to Black Oak Casino Resort recently, now is the time to come by and check us out. Whether you enjoy the entertainment at Willow Creek Lounge, the 5-star RV park, the beautiful Black Oak Hotel and Conference Center, the bowling alley and family fun center, all the games our casino offers, or the fine dining at Seven Sisters Restaurant, it's all there waiting for you. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Summerville does it again. It was Leveros to Tristan Barajas, which makes it 28-7 on homecoming night in Tuolumne. Another Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Was dreaming about the Coca-Mocha last time, and now this time it's the Peanut Butter Blast, my favorite Deo drink. I got a text from one of our sponsors the other night, and I thought, hey, maybe he's texting giving me some free Deo, but instead he was telling me about something else, which we'll get to a little bit later. But Deo, thanks for sponsoring. Thanks for sponsoring the kickoff. Swaying back and forth just like it's a palm tree, thinking of the sandy beaches, the nice warm waters, blue skies, warm temperatures, but instead up in the mountains, freezing in the stands. But it couldn't get better because the Summerville Bears are playing tonight.
I wouldn't trade this for anything. I love the cold, getting a little chilly, watching some great high school football.
Run back from Clifton. A nice kick return to about the 39. Bobby Marsh says the Bears are on fire, and I'm glad they are because I need to warm my hands.
A good return there from Clifton. I believe he had a special teams touchdown last week against Galt. He had the 3-touchdown performance, so he's a name to definitely keep an eye on for this Calaveras team. And only a sophomore, as we've mentioned, so a couple more years of production out of Clifton.
Want to return to the D6 playoffs for just a moment. If you would like to learn more about the reasonings of the section and what is going to happen, you can go to uniondemocrat.com and read the story by Dominic Massimino, the local sports writer in town. He did a phenomenal job with a few quotes from the commissioner and Will DeBoard. So, uniondemocrat.com, read the story about the MLL and division playoffs.
A good hard run there from Ferrante, and this Calaveras offense is finally starting to click. We saw it click for them the last couple weeks, and Summerville did a great job in that first half, but some halftime adjustments have this Calaveras offense looking legit right now.
Few whistles will stop play again, so this is a good time to remind you that the Summerville High School Foundation fundraiser, Poker Under the Stars, is tomorrow night. If you have bought a ticket and plan to attend this event, the location has changed. Due to inclement weather, this event will now be held at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. Let your friends and family, anyone who you may know that's going, that it will be at the Memorial Hall so they don't miss it either. Tomorrow night, Poker Under the Stars at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne.
Not too sure what's going down on the field right now, but refs are talking it over, and looks like we're going to resume play.
It is Clifton again, bursting past his blocker, which led to him getting tackled. He could have got a lot more yards if he just followed behind Caden Spur. In the last offensive possession for Calaveras, we had an odd unsportsmanlike conduct call on Summerville. They threw the flags basically as the ball was being snapped. We got an update from the sideline in which they said it was called a stomp. That's what they called it. It was called a stomp. And I asked the coaches, what is that? And they said, good question. And that's where we're at.
Yeah, you mentioned it to me, and you go, do you have any idea what that is? And I have no idea what that is. The only thing that I can think of is they were stomping their feet real hard trying to get Calaveras to jump, but regardless, an interesting call. So very, very curious as to if we're going to get some further commentary on that post-game.
About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Summerville 28, Calaveras 7. And it looks like the defense is picking back up for the Bears back into their old good ways from the first half. Monzo will bring over Ferrante. And wrap down, tackle after a gain of 2, and it's 4th and mid.
Looks like Larson coming up from that linebacker spot, and he's another sophomore on this Summerville team that is a big player and making plays. I think you mentioned the second leading tackler on this Summerville defense, so doing a great job here tonight and coming up and making it 4th down.
Larson is basically used as a Taysom Hill for Summerville. He does everything. He plays offense. He plays defense. He's a receiver. He's a rusher. He's a quarterback even. I mean, everything that a player can give you on a football field is what Larson does. Monzo spins around and goes nowhere. The spin cycle is still wet, and the Bears dry him off.
Not sure if I don't believe that was design. It looks like Monzo turned around and there was no one there to take the ball, so a heads-up play for him to take it and run it himself, but comes up short, and Summerville gets another opportunity here to extend this lead with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Reese Wynn, Wyatt Custonia there to make the stop on Monzo and make it 1st down for the Summerville offense. Leveros yelling at the side, everyone looking over there. They need one more player, so Hunter Anderson runs out late. A change of personnel, too, as Colton Fox, who had a reception last week for 10 yards, will be on the top of your screen. He'll block instead. A rush up the middle and just slowly moving his feet. Rogers, step by step, baby steps, but even with that, walking 7 yards.
There's a new number that we haven't called yet tonight, Nicholas Rogers. Has been that kind of short yardage back that we've seen this year, a couple of short touchdown runs, but curious to see if they're going to get him going here in the second half as the game starts to wind down, move towards that 4-minute offense.
5th leading rusher on the team, Nicholas Rogers, trying to make himself maybe the 4th leading rusher just in this third quarter alone. He has over 100 yards rushing on now 20 attempts and 3 touchdowns as well, tied for 3rd most amount of touchdowns through the team.
We've seen Colton Cash be that kind of feature back out of the backfield tonight, running the ball up the middle, and now Rogers is getting his opportunity and thus far making the most of it.
Rogers will get another carry. 10 yards, 15 yards, Nicholas Rogers. His longest rush of the season was 20 yards, and he's trying to break that record today.
And he just dragged 4 guys, 2 Red Hawks and 2 Bears on his back, and he pushed that pile forward. A great run there, good hard-nosed football from Nicholas Rogers.
From the 29, Rogers again, nearly stopped at the line and dragged down again. Rogers just bulldozing forward on the season. He's averaged 5.5 yards per carry, but through these 4 carries alone, he hasn't had anything less than 6.
I'm not sure he's had anything less than 8 after that run. Rogers is doing a great job so far, and Summerville seems to be riding the hot hand, and that play was very close to going a little more. Rogers got hung up on his left guard, Mateo Murphy, on that one, and ultimately stopped him from taking that a little bit farther.
Leveros, designed quarterback run, and this time it'll be snipped out by the defense. He does get the first, and a late flag comes in.
Not sure what the flag is, kind of a big scrum there down in the middle, so let's see on replay if we can see anything.
Shout out to one of my 1 million bosses watching from Oakdale, Jim Wells, former broadcaster himself and commentator. He was on ESPN radio too. Pretty cool.
Wow. We're doing shout-outs. Good time to shout out my little brother Kenny Scott, making his first career college start tomorrow at Pacific University up in Oregon. If you're not tuning in to any of the NorCal Sports TV games, check that one out. Kenny Scott, number 3, making his first career start at safety.
And he played in the Motherlode League for Sonora and Bret Hart.
Correct, yeah.
He's a phenomenal player. He played quarterback, safety, and I always like the pairing of that, making your quarterback play safety, because they know well, maybe not exactly, but they know exactly what to look for that the quarterback is looking for too. So it's easier for them to read the plays and maybe get to an open spot where the ball might be heading.
Yeah, Bret Hart, he was the quarterback, came up on varsity as a sophomore and took over for one of my good buddies, Ryan Kraft, who was the quarterback while I was there, and ended up transferring over to Sonora because of that COVID season. Bret Hart unable to field a team and makes that transition to safety, as Sonora already had a quarterback in place and did a good job, got himself elected first team All-MLL. So proud older brother moment, and excited to see what he's able to do as his collegiate career kicks off tomorrow.
There's a holding penalty on Summerville and 2 personal fouls, 1 on each team. Coach Woods yelling at the sideline official saying, hey, this is how it's supposed to go. If Coach Woods tells you anything, it's 100% correct. He has never stirred me wrong. He has never done anything wrong. He always gets taken out at least once a year on the sidelines. He's old as a bronchiosaurus or something like that, but he knows everything there is about football, and he's telling all the coaches, you have to argue this. This isn't correct.
Yeah, been a lot of penalties going on in this game. We saw a lot of penalties going on in the JV game, and it feels like the broadcast team has talked about it every week, but Summerville tends to get kind of hosed on these penalties, and we've seen it so far a little bit tonight. The questionable stomping, unnecessary roughness, or unsportsmanlike conduct, rather, that no one quite knows what that means except for the white hat. So we'll see what the call is on this one.
And the official's duty is to tell the coaches what happened, what the penalty is, who it was on, and then everything that's happening. So the official's now over on the Calaveras side talking to them about whatever had happened, just like Coach Woods and some of the other coaching staff on the Summerville side were as well. And we had a stoppage of play in the JV game, like you had said, almost like this, and with a 28-7 score, you kind of just want the game to continue.
That would definitely be nice, starting to get late here on the West Coast. I can't imagine for our East Coast viewers how late it is right now. And but thanks for sticking with us all night long. It's been a fun one so far here on Summerville's Homecoming.
It looks like it will stay at 2nd and 5 for Summerville. And I know Summerville doesn't like to sit around. They want to get to it as fast as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an in-zone play. But we will take it to timeout first. 28-7. No, they're going to run down the clock to the end of the third. 28-7 is where we're at for the end of quarter number 3.
Scott Berner, financial advisor at Thrivent, is proud to help bring tonight's Bears football game live to your home. As a Summerville High alum and a member of the Bears Quarterback Club, Scott is instrumental in supporting Summerville High School and Bears football in many ways. The next time you see Scott, be sure to say hello and thank him and Thrivent for supporting the Bears football family. That's Scott Berner, serving you in retirement and insurance. Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
I mean, we don't have to. 28-7, Summerville Bears leading the Calaveras Redhawks on homecoming night. It is the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to play, a long lull in play as the officials had called 2 personal fouls, a holding penalty, and both sides had something to say about it. But it leaves Summerville standing at a 2nd and 5.
Start of the fourth quarter, starting to get late in this one. It's time for Summerville to put the game away, or for Calaveras to attempt to get back in it. But Summerville on the move right now. A great drive from Nicholas Rogers, if you can believe that was still part of this same drive.
Oh. 2nd and 5 from the high red zone. Another run by Rogers, and he's tripped up by Christopher Ortega.
And looks to be near first down yardage. We'll see what the spot is, but it's going to be real close, either bringing up 1st and 10 or 3rd and about half a yard to go.
Colton Fox back in play. He's the right side tight end. Trenton Miller on the left. Larson lurking behind the line. It's another play to Nicholas Rogers. He has enough for the first and to get to the 15.
And Summerville continuing to ride the hot hand right now. It's been Rogers on this drive doing a great job of keeping the sticks moving, wasting some time off the clock, and I think all these fans right now are thanking them for keeping the ball on the ground.
Looks like they will lead back to their number one options with Barajas, Hike, Cash, Leveros on offense. Hike is the one going to the left side. Blocked from Cash, bounces off, and Hike tripped up again. It's only a gain of 2, and that is Ortega for his second straight tackle.
Ortega coming in and making a near touchdown saving block. Not sure how many guys were still on the outside, but looks like he might have been able to get that edge and find pay dirt if it was not for Ortega, so good play by him.
As we are starting our fourth quarter, remember to stay in the comments section. Let us know who you think should be our Black Oak Casino Resort player of the game. We do need help from you to name our player of the game. Leveros rolling, Leveros throwing, end zone, slips early. It was Austin Hike, the intended target, with no one around, but slipped a little too soon and couldn't complete it.
Starting to get a little cold. Ground might start to get a little dewy. Unfortunate, because he was wide open in the end zone, as you see, and just took a little bit of a spill.
You can tell from that play alone for Summerville how much time the offensive line gives them. A lot of the times you're running the ball. It's Hike, Barajas, or Cash. They wrap around, and the offensive line is going to move. But by Leveros taking a direct snap in the gun and then running as soon as he gets that ball, you realize how much time he actually has, because as he was rolling out, he had all the time in the world. We'll go to another timeout. This time it's taken by Summerville as they face 3rd and long.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Visit Tuolumne County is proud to bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. As the official tourism bureau of Tuolumne County, California, their mission is to enhance economic growth by increasing tourism to Tuolumne County. VTC invites visitors to experience iconic Yosemite explorations, authentic California gold country discoveries, and unforgettable High Sierra outdoor adventures. You can enjoy endless outdoor recreation, state and local parks, sightseeing, stargazing, history, shopping, wine and cider tastings, relaxation, and more.
Late September night, full moon, cold weather, and football. Nothing better for the fall, as it is now 4th and short for the Summerville Bears. But they are inside the red zone, and offense is not going to back down. They've proven time and time again that they can run this ball, they can pass the ball, they can get yards when it's needed, and on 4th and short, they can go for it and not even think that it's 4th down to begin with.
And Nicholas Rogers back in the game, the hot hand of this drive, and I would expect him to be getting a carry right here.
I kind of want to see a pass to Colton Fox. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I really like his ability to power through the defense of Modesto Christian last week on his one and only pass reception on the season. But we'll see what Summerville will do as Calaveras once again calls a timeout.
Tree Service is here tonight to bring you Bears football. They specialize in comprehensive tree maintenance and removal. The skilled arborists and staff at Nate's Tree Service have over 30 years experience serving residential and commercial clients in Amador, Calaveras, Tuolumne, and Mariposa counties. They bring their unique understanding of the trees of the western slope of the Sierra to a wide range of tasks related to tree health, maintenance, and removal. Sierra Pacific is proud to support Summerville Bears football. At Sierra Pacific Industries, we understand our greatest strength is the people who choose to build a career with us. We offer many opportunities for personal and professional growth, from entry-level to skilled trades, from truck drivers to sales managers, from foresters to engineers. Become one of our valued team members as part of a growing third-generation family-owned forest products company.
4th and short. Leveros in the gun. Larson lurking behind the line. Nicholas Rogers, a fake to Larson. End zone. Touchdown, Summerville. The play action pass to Luke Larson finds the end zone, and that is Larson's first receiving touchdown of the season.
Great play design right there. Gets Larson out in the flat, running wide open. Everyone expects them to ride the hot hand of Rogers and run it up the gut. Instead, Larson able to sneak out and get an easy 6 points for this Bears offense to make it 34, hopefully soon to be 35-7.
Bryson Benitez. Extra point is good. That is his 32nd made extra point of the season. He is perfect from extra points. And Bryson Benitez has lit up the team with his ability to kick the ball for Summerville. Just a few weeks before the season, Bryson had never kicked a football, but he decided to throw on the pads and become the only option Summerville had as a kicker. And this week, Bryson had a word to share to you. He said, God gave me a gift to be able to kick the ball as far as I can, and it's only fair that I dedicate it to someone who had his taken. Bryson has dedicated this phenomenal season to his friend Fred Wolsack, who unfortunately had suffered a freak accident. Through 33 surgeries, Fred has lost most of his leg, and Bryson dedicates this season to Fred and asks you to help Fred by going to GoFundMe, searching for Fred Wolsack, WOLSAK, and support him like Bryson supports him.
Yeah, a great little piece there from Benitez, and he's doing such a great job kicking the football, and sounds like he's a great friend to Fred Wolsack there, and we'll get to see him kick the ball off here. So a lot of Bryson Benitez here tonight.
5 made extra points tonight, and like I said, 32 through the season, and this ball had an opportunity to become Bears football again. Yep. Actually, the official's still waiting, and they do point towards the Red Hawks.
Very, very close. That Red Hawk special teamer able to jump on it after a little bit of a muffing, but Red Hawks will take over here, 1st and 10 with 9 minutes and 36 seconds here to go in the 4th quarter.
Calaveras to the run game. Cuts inside out and taken down on the side. That is Caden Spur for another gain. And I believe that was Luca Peterson who came cutting across for the tackle. Excuse me, no, that was Kelton Cowley.
Good play from Cowley there, and Spur has been running the ball real hard for this Calaveras offense. I would have to assume he's been their leading rusher of the game today. He's got a few first down runs and a good gain of about 6 there.
Second and short. Another handoff. Doesn't get there. 3rd and short.
The Summerville defense has the ability to just be so suffocating. They can control that line of scrimmage very well. I heard it this week. A lot of times a football game comes down to our big guys are better than your big guys, and Summerville's big guys have been pretty darn good tonight, and that's the reason you start to see that 35-7 score.
Kyle Salaya comes into play for the Summerville defense, taking out, I believe, Wyatt Custonia ran off the field, so Salaya will be on that front line just to the left side of the center. Another handoff to Ryan Clifton, who has to go backwards before he goes forwards, and it works out in favor of the Red Hawks. First down.
Able to sneak across and pick up that first down. A good run there from Clifton to keep this Red Hawk dream of coming back into this game alive so far, but starting to get pretty late into this game. They're going to have to start scoring pretty rapidly and forcing some Summerville 3-and-outs or turnovers here.
Ball directly at midfield. McCurdy's in the left side slot. Trips to the left side. Met in the backfield, but slipped out of it. Rathmill couldn't take him down. Met on the side instead by 3 Bears. Cowley, Nevis, and Klein.
Second down and just 4 for Calaveras.
Monzo, handoff, met right there. Rathmill was in on the tackle, but the first man there, I believe that's number 50, Jackson Nair.
Yeah, Nair looked like he was shot out of a cannon on that one, coming through the line of scrimmage, able to stop Spur for no gain, maybe a loss of about half a yard on that play. A great job there.
Six minutes, 30 seconds left. Calaveras just trying to march through it to the end zone. Monzo having to run to the side and come back out. There's a little bit of motion and jumping. That was Isaiah Renteria. I'm not sure if the offense had it first or if it was purely Renteria.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was Renteria, as the
How do you
refs
know?
are already moving the ball, but gives the Red Hawks the first down with 6 minutes and 16 seconds here to go in the fourth quarter as the clock begins to roll.
Calaveras just taking their time. They do want to score again, so it's better to not make mistakes and score than to make a mistake and force it. Putting up 2 touchdowns against Summerville is something only 2 or 3 teams have been able to do truly. Clifton, left to right. Nowhere.
And if you look on that, look how many Summerville hats are on that ball. I believe all 11 players were within 10 yards, and that would tend to give a lot of teams a pizza party, actually, if you get all 11 hats to within 10 yards of the ball. So a great job there by the Summerville defense, able to keep it rolling.
Summerville 35, Calaveras 7, just over 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Summerville looking to get their first league win in the first league matchup of the season. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, as Monzo throws over the middle incomplete. But it is homecoming night in Summerville, and I'm glad that we are joined by the 2023 homecoming queen, Mia Westcamp. Mia, how are you feeling?
Excited.
Well, homecoming week, it lasts from Monday, it goes till Saturday, and, well, you're winning on homecoming night. You won homecoming queen. What is the feeling going on Monday to school, seeing the Spirit Days, and then now you're here at the football game, and the team's making a lead?
Dude, I love our football team. I support it. I watch the broadcast all the time, and I come to every game that I possibly can. And it's, like, so special to me that I got to be out on the field with, like, people I love, and my football team boys supported me, and I'm supporting them, and it's just like a great little circle of love we have going on.
Summerville Bears have proved time and time again that they can win. Unfortunately, that only lost to Dos Palos, but you're here every game. What do you think about the team this year?
I think they're doing amazing. I honestly do. I think that they're a hard team to beat, and I think that they work their butts off.
Spirit Week, every day there's a new dress-up day or something going on in the school. What were a few of them, and what was your favorite?
Okay, so I got assigned to rep PJ Day, and that was a fun one because I went all out for that. There was also a a twin day. You had to match a famous celebrity. There was also America Day. That one was really cool. A lot of people went all out for that. And then the last day was Spirit Day.
Ferrante gets a first down for Calaveras inside the red zone now. And Pajama Day, that was always one that I wasn't uncomfortable doing, but I just never liked wearing pajamas to school. But everyone seems to enjoy it when it comes down to that. I'm sure we'll get Danny's opinion when we bring the microphone back to him. But Summerville, senior 4 years of high school, what do you just have to say about the school in general? How's your time been through high school?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I chose this school to go to. I've made so many friends with so many people, and I just have had a great time here at this school.
Clifton gets taken down after a gain of 4 with that yellow flag on the field, and Clifton a little slow to get up. Mia, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching the broadcast as well. Do you have anything else to say for our viewers, either for homecoming or just for football itself, maybe something else? Any shout-outs, too?
Shout out to my boyfriend, Mateo Murphy, who's playing football right now, number 66, and all of his family and all of my family. And I really hope that our boys have a really good rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mia.
Thank you.
Wish you luck for more of homecoming activities that may be coming up. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Mia Westcamp, the 2023 homecoming queen for the Summerville Bears. Congratulate her one more time. And Danny, you heard the conversation. Pajama Day, what do you think?
Oh, it was the best day. I was an offensive lineman, big boy. You telling me I get to wear my pajamas to school? Are you kidding me? That was the best. I loved it. White T-shirt, my pajama pants, get to wear the slippers to school. There's nothing better than Pajama Day for homecoming week.
Slippers. Man, I thought that was like a 5-year-old thing. You wear slippers?
Oh, dude, I got nice UGG slippers. They're great, very comfortable. Like the moccasin-style slippers. Oh, they're awesome.
Chop block on Summerville. And so that should be... Oh, and then a personal foul against Calaveras and a personal foul against Summerville. A lot of flags, a lot of things happening in this game, and everything is going to cancel out for a first down Calaveras. What do you think about the other Spirit Days? You were in high school, you remember it all 4 years, and it seemed to be almost the same every year, but it was still fun nonetheless.
Yeah, Friday, always Spirit Day. That was fun. I was a Bret Hart grad, so the purple and gold instead of the black and orange, and then I believe we had America Day too. That was always a fun day, especially around here. You got a lot of proud Americans here, and a lot of fun to see the red, white, and blue all dressed up. We had Hawaiian Day, and then we had Frat Day, and that was a lot of fun too. So homecoming festivities are always awesome. I only got to experience one as an upperclassman because I transferred from Sonora to Bret Hart, and Bret Hart had already had their homecoming by the time I transferred, but nonetheless a very, very, very fun week, and awesome to get to relive it, even if it's just for a night up here in the broadcast booth watching these boys play a fantastic game.
The 4 years I had in high school, no homecoming victories in the football game. I told this to Coach Woods yesterday during practice, and he goes, every year I was a head coach here at Summerville, won every single homecoming. Every year they would have a homecoming game, and he would have people come up to him. He'd have anyone in the school be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we won the game. It means so much to me. And he would ask him, have you ever been to a football game? And their answer most of the time was no. But it just means so much to the school and the people that go, the students, to win that football game because everyone's in a good mood. It just puts everyone into that ecstatic light going into the dance, going into the next week, and just for the rest of the football season. That's what Coach Woods told me. And basically, the 4 years I was in high school, Coach Leveros was the head coach, and he said I can blame him for those losses. So, Coach Leveros, bring me back to high school so I can win.
Well, turning that chain around with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds about left in this game, feels like Summerville will get a homecoming victory, and we talked about it a little before. The only thing better than winning on your homecoming night is playing spoiler to a homecoming night. Calaveras going to come up just a little short and leave Summerville fans real happy as Ryan Clifton runs right into the end zone.
Official seems to have twisted his ankle on the far side, and there is a flag in the middle of the field for a block in the back against Calaveras, so it is coming back. We'll see, top of the screen, the official there. It looked like he had tripped over the chains and was a little shaken up, so we might be down another official.
Down there, right with that official is Guy Dossie. Shout out Guy, Calaveras Enterprise. If you're on that side of the county, Guy does a great job. Wrote all my high school articles over at Bret Hart. So even if you're a Summerville fan, check out the article after this game. He does a great job over for the Calaveras Enterprise.
Yeah, and then I mentioned Dominic Massimino for the Union Democrat. They're both friends. There's no bad blood there, but they are covering this game together. Sonora story has probably already come out on the Union Democrat, and as soon as this game is over, Dominic will be rushing through to write his 5,000-word story on this game. It's insane how fast he can pump out a super long story. I feel like he writes more words than what I say in the game.
Yeah, it's interesting because I covered some games while I was at school, and you actually start to write the article while you're still here, and so I'd be curious to see if that's his strategy or if he is just magic on the typer, or what's a keyboard, magic on the keyboard, and can type really fast. The typewriter.
Was that Sonora or Bret Hart that taught you that?
I think no comment.
Good comment is what I should say. Timeout Calaveras, final 3 minutes up next.
Bears fans, Nate Saw Mower is pleased to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. They're your go-to retailer when you need a steel project to do the job, at home or at work. Visit their store, where friendly, knowledgeable staff will assist you in finding the right steel for the job, whether it's a chainsaw, blower, trimmer, pressure washer, or anything in between. Nate's Saw and Mower on Longeway Road in Sonora. Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
35-7, Summerville leading the Calaveras Redhawks. I have Danny Scott on my right side, coming to you from, well, right next to me, and I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Calaveras wants to score another time on this Summerville Bears defense. We have our Black Oak Casino Resort Player of the Game coming up in our post-game show, and you can help us vote for who that Player of the Game may be in the comments section. There's still a lot of you watching, thanks to those who have stuck around. Vote in the comments section who you think our Black Oak Casino Resort Player of the Game should be. And check out Black Oak Casino Resort as well. Their family fun floor is newly reopened in the last month. New bowling alley, the Mill, has reopened as well. And then they also have their indoor sports park opening up pretty soon, and they called it Elevate. So Black Oak Casino making some moves.
Last timeout call by Calaveras.
Ranch Casino is a proud sponsor of the Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, and they support Summerville High student athletes. By working together, Chicken Ranch Casino believes we can all help elevate each and every student athlete's game, both on the field and in the classroom.
I would have.
35-7, Summerville leading the Calaveras Redhawks in Motherlode League game number 1. Sonora got a victory tonight, and now it looks to be Summerville also going to be at the top of the chain. Monzo throwing in zone, deflected by Barajas, and a flag comes in way late as Kelton Cowley was pinning Ryan Clifton. Excuse me. Yeah, Kelton Cowley, and he's looking at the officials saying, what did I do wrong? And the officials have been throwing those yellow hankies everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like they got a little tangled up down there. Not sure if that's going to be a defensive pass interference or potentially Clifton could have pushed off on that. Little hard to tell from the replay angle, but we'll get a closer look on this one right here. And
I think we need to get it slowed down just a little bit because I don't see anything wrong as of this point unless he got there a tad bit early. But to the human eye, I don't really know if he was there early, and it is against Summerville. But here's that look. Let's see. Broken down. It'll be directly on your left side. I don't necessarily see anything early. It was just that Barajas deflected the pass and Clifton didn't really have the chance.
Yeah, I don't know if they're saying he wasn't attempting to play the ball, but rather play the player, which could be considered a pass interference, but a lot of dirty laundry on the field tonight.
Handoff, Ferrante. Ferrante is gonna fumble the ball. It's loose, and it is. Wynn is saying that it's Summerville ball. We'll see who's at the bottom of the pile with the leather in their hands. It is Summerville ball. The defense makes another stop as Ferrante let it loose at the 1.
And Calaveras out of timeouts too, so this game is all but over right now. Summerville about 1 first down away from going home with a good homecoming victory. Feel-good story going into the weekend.
The 11 selected goes into the huddle. And the Bears with another convincing victory, although the 7 points scored by Calaveras will put a little mark on the defensive side, but 35 points nonetheless, and a large, large victory.
Yeah, not sure who was the one that knocked that ball out or who was the one that was able to fall on it. Little tough to see. A lot of bodies in that area, but great job from the Summerville defense, able to force the turnover.
Trent Miller thrown to the ground late. Summerville waving their hands, and they will get that penalty on Christopher Ortega.
And this is going to give Calaveras some breathing room, and you can see that at the top of your screen or to the right side of your screen, and he just gets tossed.
We don't just have a football game tonight. We have Friday Night SmackDown.
There's been a couple of SmackDowns. We saw Nevis take down a ball carrier doing a little suplex move earlier, and it's been a very chippy game, and both sides getting penalized quite a bit in this one.
Not like they needed the extra yards after the carry, but it does get him away from that end zone, and pretty sure with the first down, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, you can take a knee, correct?
That's a lot of math right now, but it looks like that's what they're lining up to do. Looks like maybe not. Maybe they're going to keep running it. Maybe they want to get one more first down before they call it a night.
Nicholas Rogers gets 3, and the clock gets down to 2 minutes. Final 2-minute warning. And I mentioned this a few times throughout the night, but I need to do it again. The Summerville High School Foundation fundraiser, Poker Under the Stars, is tomorrow night. And if you have bought a ticket and plan to attend this event, the location has changed. Due to inclement weather, this event will now be held at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. So let your friends and family know if they've bought a ticket so they don't miss it either. Tomorrow night, Poker Under the Stars at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. Supposed to rain right now. It's not coming down right now. Maybe it'll change for tomorrow too, but nonetheless, Poker Under the Stars will be poker under the Memorial Hall ceiling.
That was a good one. I'll give you credit for that.
A few yards on the run there, and I don't want to give that one to myself either. Like, you're laughing at a bad joke. You said it was past your bedtime, and I think it's evident.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little late here, but a minute left. Looks like Summerville just needs to run one more play here, and we'll be going home to a nice warm bed, hopefully, because it is starting to get a little chilly here as well.
Still haven't had any comments about our player of the game, so get them in there. Let us know. Nicholas Rogers gets the first down, and that'll do it. The Summerville Bears 2023 homecoming. Final score 35-7, and the Bears for the third straight year take down the Calaveras Redhawks, and they do it in Tuolumne this time.
A great win for Summerville, making a statement here in the MLL, and 35-7 victory is nothing to scoff at. Sonora did put up 49 tonight, but that's creating a great matchup that we all get to look forward to between the Bears and the Wildcats sometime in the near future, when it's probably going to be much colder than it is here tonight.
Stay around for our Black Oak Casino Resort player of the game and a little bit of a post-game show. Summerville 35, Calaveras 7.
United Insurance Services offers quality insurance coverage, a high level of professional service, and a long-term relationship. They have several locations throughout California to serve your needs, including Elk Grove, Lodi, Napa, Roseville, Sonora, Walnut Creek, and Minden, Nevada. As independent agents, they'll research rates and coverage from top insurance companies to find the best insurance rates and insurance plans for you. They do the shopping and comparing, so you can save time and money. Hello, Bear fans! Boyer Construction is proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of Summerville Bears football. For over 30 years, they've proudly served our communities with an uncompromising commitment to quality, integrity, and client satisfaction. They are meticulous and still believe in the value of handshakes. And they ensure that you get the experience you deserve. Thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Summerville 35, Calaveras 7. Homecoming night comes to a close, and the Bears get a victory in Tuolumne. Danny Scott, the voice of choice, Levi Flores. We have our Black Oak Casino Resort player of the game in just a moment, but let's recap what we saw during this game. Summerville came out swinging, did everything they can. Defensive stop, defensive stop, defensive stop. Offense comes out on the field. Boom, boom, touchdown. They do it again. Defensive stop, boom, boom, touchdown. Defensive stop, boom, boom, touchdown. And then after that, guess what?
Boom, boom, stop.
They allowed a touchdown.
Yeah.
But, hey, anyway, 35-7 was our final score, and we saw a lot of great efforts from every single player on this team. The defense, allowing 7 points, sure, not good. But you look at how many yards Calaveras had in the first half, I don't think they had more than 20.
Probably not. It would definitely be close, and it's very, very, very hard to shut a team out at any level of football. So you almost expect every team to score at least a touchdown, and Summerville's defense did a great job. They had that one drive where Calaveras was able to push the ball down the field. They had a couple of drives where they got a couple of turnovers, and the defense did a phenomenal job tonight and made some big plays when it mattered, and this felt like the most complete game that at least I personally have watched from Summerville this year. The defense played great. The offense didn't get it going all the time, but when it mattered most, they were able to find pay dirt and put up 35 points.
Calaveras will be at the bottom of the Motherlode League rankings along with Argonaut after their loss tonight. Summerville will be at the top along with Sonora after both of them have won. Summerville moves on to 5-1, Calaveras to 2-5. And 3 straight wins against Calaveras for Summerville. Calaveras will move on and play Amador next week at Calaveras at home. Summerville will go on and play at Argonaut, where the Mustangs will have their senior night. And for us, our Black Oak Casino Resort player of the game. So much had happened. But Danny, let us know who it is.
Yeah, tonight we're going to go with the sophomore quarterback, Bryce Levros. Had a good game, had the rushing touchdown early to give Summerville the lead, the passing touchdown late to put the game out of reach, and just did a good job. He ran the ball hard, made plays through the air when it mattered, and directed the ship through a very, very chippy game, so I give him a lot of credit for that, and that is why he is my choice for the Black Oak Casino player of the game. And tell me why he's your choice, Levi.
Well, of course, Bryce Leveros, we've seen him through the season. He runs, he just facilitates the offense. Last week, he had 3 passing touchdowns against Modesto Christian, but tonight, everything that he done from running and passing, he had the punt as well. Of course, punting's kind of a different game, but he was just the overall player that I think created the biggest difference in the game. Also throwing blocks, making some tackles. Yeah, he's done just about everything. So Bryce Leveros, our Black Oak Casino Resort player of the game. Escape your everyday at Black Oak Casino Resort. Play, stay, and dine. Until next week for the game against Argonaut, thank you, Danny Scott. And once again, if you're going to Poker Under the Stars, we'll be at the Memorial Hall in Tuolumne. Go to the correct place. 35 Summerville, 7 Calaveras. Until next time, NorCal Sports TV, thank you.